Hello!
Hello! Hello, hello. Hello, and welcome to Stage Door with Michael.
And Davina, I'm Michael.
And surprise, surprise, I'm Divina. And we're going to
Surprise.
be meeting loads of interesting people from across the incredible theatrical world. I can't even speak today. What's happened to me, Michael? What's
Well,
happened?
I'll take over. Basically, we are heading to stage doors up and down the country to meet your favourite musical theatre stars.
And find out all the gossip about what's going on in their life and what makes them tick.
Yes, today we are joined by actor, singer, performer, the incredible Rob West.
Woo woo!
How are you
Hello,
doing? Welcome to the
everybody.
stage door.
Right, this is a dream. Listen, honestly, I follow everything you do, and I follow each one. And then when I messaged, and I was like, I thought I'd be really cheeky, and I was like, "Can I come on?" Did you comment it on Instagram?
Can I play?
Can I please play with you guys? And here we are.
Rob, darling, anytime you want to play with me, you know you're very welcome.
Well, listen, we have to. Is this a PG podcast, or are we going for this?
It's Davina. Nothing's PG.
Correct. How are you two wonderful people? All right?
Really good.
Thank you.
It's so nice to reconnect with you as well because we were all on all together now, weren't we?
That is it. I
Yes.
think, honestly, Davina, I think that was the last time I saw you in person. Was then,
Was it really?
and that was that 7 years ago.
Yeah. But I have definitely seen members of your family since because they've either been at shows or pantos or things and gone, I'm Rob West's mum. I'm
Yeah,
Rob West's
exactly.
mum." So
Exactly.
people always, whenever I meet people, you're always the person that gets reminded to me. Oh,
I know.
you know, Rob. Da, 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 da.
Well, this is the thing is because we when we were on set all together now, that was when me and you actually realized that when we did Amdram back at home where we're from.
Yeah.
I did one show and then didn't do the next, and then you did the next, and then I did the next. So we never were, and then we realized that we knew everybody who knew us,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was only then, and here we are.
All the way back in Halifax and Huddersfield.
Oh, lovely. And then you came and didn't you do one in Stoke, right, with us?
I
Yeah.
did.
Was it not angry? What you did? There was one that you did in Stoke, right?
An Amdram show.
Or it was with Joel.
Oh, well, Joel wasn't in it, actually.
Oh, right.
So, are you talking about Lacage? I did Lacage.
Lacage, yes, I am. That is it.
I did Lacage with Acton players.
right.
Are they called
Yeah,
Acton
that's
players?
it.
That's
Acton
right.
Operatics, darling.
That's it, Acton Operatics. So I did Lacage with Acton Operatics, and they cast me as Chantel, the songbird. And then it's not supposed to be Chantel who does the fouette turns, but on that stage, nobody else was doing that. They were like, nah, because it was in Crewe, and Crewe has one of the steepest inclines on the stage in the whole country.
Yeah.
So, like years and years and years previously, they'd had a touring Russian ballet company had come and they'd done Swan Lake. Well, that's got the 32 fouette turns. She just kept falling over the poor cow. Like she had no chance on that stage. The incline's so bad.
I'll tell her you called her that, by the
Yeah,
way.
poor cow.
Davina, I feel like you're going to say that you're already on the wonk, so it was perfect.
It's my dodgy hips. It's my dodgy hips.
Yeah.
Fouette turns for days on that rake stage.
That's all she could do.
Just kept going round in a circle. Wasn't really a
Gonna say
fouette
a
turn.
line. I can't stop, darlings.
Oh my gosh.
God.
So
Anyway.
we are, of course, super, super excited to be chatting with you because, you know, like you say, we've known each other kind of in the same orbit as each other for such a long time. But I want you to take us right back to the beginning
Right.
and what it was like for little Rob, where you grew up, how you got into performing, all of that stuff.
So little Rob grew up in Nantwich in Cheshire. So I don't know. I grew up in Nantwich, Cheshire. And I basically played football and cricket. That was my life. I went to school, played football and cricket, and then my mum made me play piano. So I always had something a bit musical to, to fall back on. So about 9 or 10, I started playing piano and learning piano. And then I went to high school, and my music teacher at the time was like, "Hey, you should start singing. Why don't you start singing? You've got like a musical ear and blah, 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 blah." So I was like, "Oh, maybe." So then he said, "Listen, Christmas concert this year, you're going to be the soloist of Once in Royal David City." So me at 11 years old, in front of like the church of the school church and all this, and I was there, and I went out and I sang Once in Royal David City uh, as a little soprano, a boy soprano, and carried on from there. I had started having singing lessons, but I never thought of it. I just still played cricket and football, and that's what I wanted to do. And then at 16, my drama teacher, Justin Williams, who I think we all know as well, I think some of us know Justin, um, he said to me, he said, "Listen, we're going to cast a show. I want you to be in it. Let's just see if you like it, blah, 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 blah. We're going to do The Wizard of Oz." So I was like, "Nah, I'm not, it's not cool." I was like, "No, it's not for me. I don't want to do that." Da, 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 da. And, but I went to audition, and the next minute I was Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz. And I was 16 years old, and I absolutely loved it. It was
I was going to
weird.
say, smashed it.
Yeah, absolutely
Absolutely
killed it.
nailed it.
I killed it. And that was where the dream began. No, we absolutely loved it. And I came back home. I came back home every rehearsal and all this. And I was like, I think this is what I want to do, because I'd never done any Amdram or anything then. My friends were all still doing it. So then I was like, oh, I'll go and join Acton Operatic. So I went to Acton and did a couple of shows there. And then I did a couple at Crew as well. So Crew and Acton combined. Um, and then I thought, oh, well, I quite like it. Let's give drama school a shot, and we'll see if we can do that. But it actually took me 3 years to get into drama school. I didn't get in the first 2 years, and then the third year, I said to myself, "Listen, if I don't get in this year, I'm not going to do it." I was like, "I'm quite happy at home. I can find a job." I was working, I was working on a building site at the time. I was like, I quite enjoyed this. So then I was like, maybe it's not meant to be. I've given it a go, and it's not meant to be. So and my final audition for drama school was London College of Music, and it's my final one. And the guy gave me a place on the day. Bless his heart, David.
Wow.
He's not with us anymore, but David said, he said, "Don't tell anyone, but I'll offer you a place here. Just don't say it today." And I went there, and the rest is history. So
Wow.
it was just by, I don't know. I nearly fell out of love with it even then, and then got this place at school, and then the love came back.
Yeah. And what
Amazing.
was that
So,
like at drama school? Because sometimes, I've got a lot of friends who've been to music college, drama school, da 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 da, and and in a lot of cases, it sucks all of the joy actually out of it. And some of
yeah,
that is, the process. Some of it is the schools actually trying to wheedle out who is tough enough to actually be in the industry, because the industry is rough. Like
yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah,
everybody says it, but you will audition for 50 parts and you might get one of them.
yeah,
So
exactly. And dare I say, 17, 18 years ago, when I was at drama school, it that it was a bit even more cutthroat back then.
100%,
And
100%. The stories, people our generation. I mean, I think you're younger than me. My generation, like girls being weighed
yeah, yeah, yeah,
every week, and then like shamed if they went to Greg's How
Yeah.
dare you shame someone for going to Greg's? I want a pasty before my ballet class. Thank you very much.
Thank you. No,
Davina
it
after
was
a brand deal here.
Yeah, thank you.
yes. Direct email to the director of Greg's.
Bring back the vegan snake
Sausage
bake.
roll.
Thank you.
Davina, what's the first thing you would do to Greg's if you got the job? Oh, yeah.
Eat it.
Well, and we're really glad that you did obviously get that place because obviously now, since then, we'll get back to it, but you've performed all over the world and you co-own a global entertainment company. Like,
Yeah.
what is it about the industry that you enjoy most? Because you've sort of experienced quite a vast range
Yeah.
of it.
It's funny. I think so. I graduated, 15 years ago. And I think the joy, the first, I was so lucky that I went straight from drama school into the woods. So I went straight into work,
Wow.
which is so helpful because, and probably less so now than again, I say back then, but a lot of the time, if you were known or who you knew from meeting them doing a show, you were guaranteed that they would come and see you again in something else, and then they would ask you to come and. And I know that's very similar now, but a little more so, I would say back then was it was who you knew a little bit.
Mm.
But I perform. I love performing. I performed in obviously in the West End and internationally, but then I met a my business partner Dougie. I met him doing a group called the Barricade Boys. Now, the Barricade Boys are a group of gentlemen who are a lot like Calabro, may I?
But they've been in Les Mis where we haven't.
And I met Dougie doing that, and we basically were on a boat one day, and we said, "You know what?" I said, "We could do this," and not to step on those guys' thing. Like we'd do genres of stuff that they don't touch on. So there's no cross of, it what's the word that you want to say? Well, anyway, you're not crossing over.
Conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest, correct. Yeah. It was so we began to like plan some things that we could do. And then that became my life, I remember getting a job in On Your Feet. I did the UK tour of On Your Feet, the Gloria Estefan musical.
Get on your feet.
That's it. And I that was the last job I did before the dreaded COVID hit. And then I was like, hey, I had no auditions after COVID. It was so weird. I did get something, but never got a job. So then the business became my life. And then I started performing more and more with the business shows that we created. And I think, having the passion to make money for yourself became a bigger passion than going, you know what, I don't want to work for 800 quid a week. It sounds so selfish and nothing on anybody who wants to go and do that. But I think my priorities in life changed to the point where I was like, I can't scrounge around for rent anymore. I'm getting married. I'm having a baby. I can't live off a equity minimum wage doing 8 shows a week. But that's who I am. That's my stage in my life. So yeah, that's why the company is just growing and growing. We have 6 shows now that we send out on cruise ships and in the UK and stuff like that. And there's a team out right now. There's a couple of guys out. There's 3 guys doing our Elton John show right now I think they're in Tenerife today. So, yeah. So I'm also now lucky at the stage where we can send people out to do the job, so I don't have to do it. Hence why I'm currently ringing you in a manager's office of a warehouse in Nantwich. Because that's a completely different turn again. But yeah, so I'm very lucky that I have Dougie, he's one of my best friends to work with, and we always put friendship first. If the friendship if work overtakes the friendship, then that's not right. And we always say, listen, sometimes we go, look, let's just go and have a beer. Let's go and chat about something else other than work. And then we can come back and just discuss where we were if we had a disagreement on something, So, but it's really lovely, and we're super lucky, and I'm super lucky with what we do and the places we see and the world. I think I hit 69 countries last year.
Woo!
Wow. Where we'd been. So
I mean, I'd done 69 last year, but it was a different set of circumstances.
Yeah. Was that also around the world? Or...
It was!
That's it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But you're crazy busy, and you are married, and you're expecting a baby in June. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting tips from Michael.
Michael, I don't think I know if I've got any. Sleep when you can. Sleep when you can.
I for dummies. That's what I need.
I don't have a baby. I don't want a baby, but that is what I know, is that sleep when you can. Yeah. Give it to the other person. You go sleep. They give it back to you. The child, the baby.
Do you know what you're having?
We don't know.
Are you going to find out?
No, we're not. We're going to wait till whatever pops out, and there it is. So the medical term, that is, pops out. Of course.
Pops out. Yeah. Pops out. I'm not sure that
that's how it works, isn't it?
That's it. Pops out.
Yeah. Just a little.
Hang on, any minute now. Perfect.
There we go. Got a baby.
There's me like this, just on my video. Just pop it out.
I won't ask if you've got a preference. I feel like everyone then says, "What's your preference?" And you're like, "No, I don't want to overthink it."
No, I don't think I do. I mean, it's weird. I mean, I don't think I do have a preference. Everybody that we've spoken to thinks it's going to be a girl. Everyone.
Really?
Because, I mean, the Chinese calendar says it's going to be a girl.
Well,
the way it's sat, how she's growing, what she's feeling. It's all apparently all girl.
Okay, I was going to say boy. So there you go. I might be right against him, because I feel like 2025 Chinese calendar, I did that as well. 2025 was like the year of the girl, and then 2026 is supposed to be like the year of the boy. So who knows?
Listen, if you'll be the only one,
I'll win the bet.
So yeah, it's very exciting, and we're halfway. We were halfway on Sunday, so we were 20 weeks on Sunday. But that's flying by. Like, I remember it being 4 months ago when the test came out.
Yeah.
So it's just absolute.
Piece of advice. We booked a holiday at, I think, 30 weeks or 32 weeks is the latest you can fly or something. So we booked a holiday at 30 weeks. I took Nicole to Crete, and then we realized very quickly that she can't lay on her back on a sun lounger, can't lay on her front on a sun lounger, can't walk very far at 30 weeks. So we were going, can't eat certain things when you're pregnant. So actually the holiday that was supposed to be our last really relaxing trip was very much waddle here, check this, So if you are going to do something like that, maybe go slightly earlier.
Yeah, but incredibly tanned sides.
Yeah,
that are beautiful.
Look at me, side arm.
Look at my sides, Michael. Look at me.
Because if she can't lie on her back, you won't be able to. You're not allowed.
No, I'm not allowed. We know that already. That's in 20 weeks. Yeah. So anyway.
Right.
Let's play a game. So, Rob, we are gonna give you 30 seconds.
Yeah.
To name as many musical theatre songs as you can. So not shows, songs. You can do the whole repertoire of Les Mis if you want. But Davina's going to get her lovely stopwatch out.
I got a new phone.
New phone, I know. I didn't want to say.
It's an Android.
It's selling well.
Do we have a target? Or are you not telling me?
More than
the best
4.
is 20.
Oh, Christ. Oh, no,
Okay.
I'm the least
In
fancy
three,
person.
2, 1.
Go!
The Impossible Dream, Bring Him Home, My Girl, I Am What I Am. You're the Voice, Chandelier, Phantom of the Opera, The Music of the Night, the now I Dreamed a Dream. I've said Bring Him Home. Oh God, put me right on the
And
spot.
done!
Oh, rubbish.
9.
That's awful.
9. That's not that bad. No,
It's not that
actually, that's
bad.
not that bad. That's
God,
not
it
So
that
we
wouldn't.
bad.
used to do it with musical theatre shows, and Oscar Conlon Murray
Oh
got,
yeah.
was it 26 or something
Yeah, and we
in
kept
30
saying that it
seconds?
was Joel who'd won, but actually it was Oscar.
But I think with songs,
Sorry,
you think it's
Oscar.
going to be easier because there's so many more,
Yeah.
but people are struggling, and I quite enjoy
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, however,
The
Oscar is probably the most musical theatre human I've ever met in my entire life.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
I remember doing a concert with Oscar, and he was the host. So he was like the compere. And this was before Oscar had even come out of Mount View. I think he was
mm,
at Mount View, and he was the host, and he was just brilliant at that. And
Mm,
you already knew, even though he was in drama school, you were like, this guy is going to be unbelievable. Like,
mhm.
and he is. Like, credit to him, he's doing really well.
Yeah.
what a
Um,
bugger.
Yeah. Bastard.
yeah.
No, I love Oscar.
We do, he's great. So, enough though. What is the latest project for you and where can people find you performing?
Oh God. I'll tell you my latest project. So in January, I moved out of London after 17 years of living in London.
Yeah.
I made the journey back home to Nantwich in the northwest. And that was basically because of the baby situation. We were like, I don't really want to bring a baby up in a one bed flat in Ealing, Broadway in
Mm.
London, you know? So we made the decision to come back, and I was still carrying on the time away, but I also, like I said, I was away 30 weeks of the year last year. And A, it wasn't really very fair on my wife. And B, especially now, it's not very fair on my. But I also don't want to miss anything, you know? I don't want to miss scans. I don't want to miss that moment where, you know, I can physically feel a baby kicking. I'm in that kind of pure dad mode before it's even popped out. And so I actually I was speaking to a friend about a curry night, believe it or not. I was talking to a friend about a curry night, and I was like, hopefully I'll be earning some money by then, doing something that I can rely on at home that will allow me still that if a contract came in, I can go and do that, and then but always come back here. And bless him, he said, "What kind of work are you looking for?" So I came into his work, and honestly, I'm currently in a warehouse that creates electrical components for cars, for aeroplanes, for hospitals, for everything. And I'm just helping them out at the moment with a busy period of their time, just moving stuff around and whatnot. Um, However, I do fly to Singapore next week to go and do a Frankie Valli show in Singapore. So I'll be off to Singapore and Bangkok. Never been to Bangkok. I'm very
Uh,
excited.
I
Davina, I'm
love it.
sure.
I love it. It's crazy. It's one of the craziest places I've ever
Yeah.
been. You have to get on the motorbike and be driven around by a taxi
The
motorbike.
tuk
It's
tuk.
terrifying. Not a tuk-tuk. Get on the motorbike. They drive you on the motorbike. No helmet, no nothing. Jump on the back of the bike. Off you go. They take you here. They take you there. It is crazy town and it's wonderful. Whenever I'm there, I've only been twice. That made it sound like I go all the time. I've only been twice. But I like take an empty suitcase and I buy a load of drag costumes while I'm there.
Lovely. I'll do,
Oh.
maybe I could do that.
Yeah, fine. It'll be
Maybe,
great.
I
yeah,
love that. I
exactly.
feel like when people see you perform in Singapore and think they're thinking he was just at a warehouse last week doing
Yeah,
electrical components. But that's what part of the beauty of it is, I suppose.
yeah, it is. It is crazy. And We are looking as well later in the year to bring the Elton show onto a UK tour. So that's if anyone was to find me in UK waters or land, it will be probably from September onwards, because we're going to be doing the Elton John show as a little tour around the UK. So
Can I
Amazing.
audition right now?
yes, go.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. I'll just let you know, I think you got one of the words wrong there. I'm so sorry.
That is an exact replica of what he did in his garden over like.
Oh, honestly, it's the best show for me to do because I forget my lines everywhere every day. So I'll literally just go in. Oh God. No one cares. They're like, oh, that's really good.
Just like him.
Well, yeah, no,
Oh,
bless
I
him.
love it.
well, obviously, you
Bless
said that you've been hiring other people for, to take out onto shows so that you can stay at home.
Yeah.
Do you think that that sort of love for spotting talent came from being on All Together now, obviously, where you had to judge other singers? Like,
Yeah.
what was that like for you being on TV, but also having to judge singers? Did you feel that was something that you were really keen to do?
Funny enough, I don't know how your experiences were on that show. I enjoyed myself on there.
Nice.
I had a really good time, and I think that I think I have to be careful what I say. I think there were a select few who you could consider if you were a singer. I wouldn't listen to their advice, but there were a select few of us who were there that you would go, I could listen to his advice and take it
Who are
on
you
board.
talking about?
I'm not saying any.
Joking.
Once
Tell us
we've
after.
gone, you can tell us it.
No, but
Okay, next question. Next question.
yeah. Sorry. Hello. Yeah, I've got to go. Um, no, but I really enjoyed it, and I think coming from a background where, and you guys know this, you're always it's always a response. The 90% is a rejection. Everything is a rejection. And I think you become accustomed to that as a human, that you just get used to being told no. So the fact that when it's a yes, you're so amazed by it because it's finally a yes. Because half the time you're expected to say, sorry, it's a no this time, or no, it wasn't quite right. Da, da, da. I think that's where I found the show was quite interesting from our side because the people who couldn't take criticism, you knew you just weren't going to go anywhere. They were never going to win. They weren't going to continue their journey if they wanted to learn how to do it. The ones who wanted to learn and the ones who took it on board, they're probably now, I don't know if you Google them, Instagram, they're probably still singing somewhere and giving it a go. But I think that's the thing is you have to become such thick-skinned to even be in the industry, I think. And it's not to scare anyone. I mean, there'll be people watching who are like, oh, it's so easy. They just go out on a cruise ship and do this. I mean, it took us 5 years to get to where you are of blood, sweat, and money and tears to now be able to say I can do that. So
Yeah.
I think it was an eye opener for me to try and give them criticism or try and give them advice and then just not take it. And I was like, so strange that they just say, yeah, and then don't do anything, and they'll just like laugh or cry or
Yeah.
My favorite one was the woman who sang all that jazz, but she did it like it was kind of like a really cutesy song. Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz. She's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like she's literally just killed her husband and her sister.
Yeah.
That is not what that song is.
No.
Like This song is balls to the wall, smash it out. She's like terrifying. And then she was like, "Oh my God, guys, only two? What?"
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's so
Rob
funny.
was one of them. That's the issue.
Yeah, I was
I love this
Yeah, that's such an
there.
interesting take on this song. Yeah.
Yeah, I pressed my button and did the whole routine with her. That was it. That was all I did it for.
I know this one.
Yeah, no, listen. But no, I really enjoyed my time on there for sure. I really, really did.
I actually feel like I feel like I obviously sat next to Davina, so we connected really quickly. But I remember thinking that some of your advice, before I even sort of had met you properly, I remember thinking, "Oh, he's smart. I feel like I really think the same as what he's thinking."
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
obviously when we got to know each other, that did connect. But
yeah.
it's funny how, like you say, there are some people that you go, everyone's different, aren't they? Everyone has different opinions. So it must be quite overwhelming as the person performing to have 100
Oh,
people giving sort of
I would
different vibes.
hate it. Oh my God, I would hate it. The more you think about it, it's actually brutal,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like you go, why are 50 people not standing up for me? And you're like,
Please
50
stand up.
people hate me. They hate me. And then there's 50 people who are like, what? And they're like, why? Why?
It's like immediate gratification and rejection at the same time. It's like,
Exactly. No, I'll tell you
oh
one
dear.
little. I'll tell you the. We can talk about it now because
Yeah.
it's never coming back. I had a meeting. You know the guys who got to the final, the four guys,
Yes.
and they did Bruno
Yeah.
Mars. So they told me the night before that they sent me a list of the names. You know, you fill the names and you meant to see if you know anybody, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
Well, I knew one of the guys well, and then they had to bring me in and be like, "Do you have his phone number?" I was like, "Well, yes, I do." But the only reason I knew him is because he played Frankie Valli and I played Frankie Valli. So I'd never actually worked with him, but we knew each other because of that.
Yeah.
And they said, okay, right, well, we're going to keep you on because normally they'd just like get you off in case like the press found out that you were cheating or you wanted to pick them because you knew them. And they came to me and said, don't worry about it. We're not going to use you in any of this. So just stay sat, just do what you want, but we won't use you at all. Next minute, Rob Beckett comes over and he's like, Rob, you can sing pretty high, can't you? And they made me and Mike, his name Michael, have a sing off. And I'm like, is this, are we allowed to do this? Like, I was like, because I know that man.
I know him, please.
Don't let me do it. And they were like, yeah, let's see who sings the highest. So we had that sing
Savage.
off. And then Rob like, makes a joke about, oh, you broke my watch, all this. And and then afterwards they were like, yeah, sorry about that. We didn't tell Rob the mem. I was like, fuck, please don't fucking show
Oh.
that on telly. Because then the next minute I got Michael messaging me going, bloody hell, why have they made us do that? Da, da, da,
That's
da, da.
funny.
But there you go. Little
Well, you've
insight.
worked with loads and loads of people. I want to know, because that's a nice little bit of drama. What's been the biggest drama that you've ever had while working in the industry?
Biggest drama I've ever had.
Yeah.
Ooh. Uh, there's some big thing. I mean, the biggest drama I've ever had, I'll tell you, one's not so a drama. One is more like I will remember for the rest of my life. I was doing the Choir of Man, you know, the
Mm.
show The Choir of Man, and we just opened and then we took it onto a cruise ship to put it onto a main stage on the cruise ship. And it was the first time I'd ever really lived on a ship. So I'd always been a guest then where you go one at a time, da 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 da, 1 week at a time. But then I came back. This was like 7 months. You are staying on this vessel. And the first week, we were allowed a spa night. The crew were allowed a spa night. So you're allowed to go up to the spa, get in the spa, and all this. And then all of a sudden, we were in the steam room and water started dripping from the ceiling. And started dripping. And we were like, oh, what's that? Then all of a sudden, the water out of the system started pouring out. So like, it was burning hot, and you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Then we looked outside the steam room, and the whole ship was tilting and not going back. So the swimming pools were coming out, like everything was coming out. And if this was the boat, we were like that, right? And everything was coming out. People were being like blown all down and smashing into the side of the ship and everything. And the ship was like 45-degree angle. And we all just went into the mode of going, we're going to die. We were like, we are going to die. And so, but for some reason, I turned into like, let's sort everything out mode rather than panic mode and let everyone else panic. So we were like, I was like, right, you crawl over to me, get on something hard. So like, if we did fall over, then we at least had something to stand on or whatnot. So all this, and we were there for about 15, 20 minutes like
In your
this.
swim shorts?
In my swim short, honestly, leaning on a thing like this. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are we all safe? All this, and there's the announcements going off, and all this, and then all of a sudden we came back, and we were meant to be on stage the following night, but the guy who's playing the barman, he broke his arm.
Oh my God.
People had fell down the metal like cut all the heads open, everything like this. So the cast basically, they were like, do you mind if you go on and just like apologize as if it was like our fault? And we're like, sorry, what? Just been in the trauma as well. It's not like we're allowed to just carry on as if everything's happened. The whole ship is on one side of the boat. They're like, can you go on stage now and just like do a couple of songs just to calm people down? I was like, sorry, no. I am literally like this, thinking I was just about to die. And anyway, then we put it on the next day, and we came back down at breakfast, and it was as if nothing had happened. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So the fact that I think that's a pretty big drama.
That is a big drama. Oh my God.
God, what a way to finish this interview. Oh my goodness.
But we lived to tell the tale.
Yes. Well, let's see if you live through this next little game just to finish off.
Okay.
I'm going to sing a line of a song, and you've just got to sing the next line. Very, very easy for you, I'm sure.
I'm going to sing the next line.
You sing the next line.
Oh, God. Okay.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day.
Something in the deep dark warrior sun is on its way. It's Elton John.
This is literally your bag. This is literally your
bag. I don't sing that bit in my life. That's not my line.
You won't believe how many people do this. Honestly, people in West End shows, I sing the line of their own solo song and they don't know the next line.
I don't know it.
Honestly, all I sing in Lion King is "Can you feel?" That's it.
At least you're on the tune.
Yes, I am.
If it was me, it'd be like, "Can you feel the love tonight?"
I think we should release an album for like tenor and bass harmonies.
Someday, somewhere,
Hey,
we'll find a new way of living. Give me a B or a C, I'm there. That's my range in the world. Oh, thank you so much, Rob. It's been amazing to have you on.
So where can we find you, Rob, darling, on the old interweb, so that people can follow your shows and where you are and all of that kind of stuff?
Well, you can find me personally on Instagram at Rob Westy. Funny secret. Michael thought my surname was Westy, by the way.
Secret.
Anyway, Rob Westy. But you can find the company. We're Carter West Creative, and that has all the shows on there. But the Elton John show is This One's For You UK.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, Rob.
Hope to see you
so
soon.
much.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.